Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video you're going to see two quick recipes. One's a simple salad dressing and the other one is a Mauritian vegetable pickles, where you take a few veggies, dry them out and cook them in some turmeric, the garlic, ginger and onion, and basically you can have this with anything you like, on a baguette. You can throw it in anything, pasta, just about anything. Alright, I've just come back from a little lunch at one of the local little dives here. I'm still on the island of Mauritius, and okay, so when I get home we can get stuck into those two recipes. Okay, let's make a little salad.
Make a little vinaigrette.
Can you get me the garlic? I think it's that side. Right, here's my yolks. I'm going to chop this up and so that with you like what it could say. So in here we've got some cabbage. Right, we've got our onions in here. Check at this, guys. Check at this. Watercress, cabbage, which is red cabbage, and the green one, red onion, coleslaw. And I'm going to make my own little dressing here, man. Right. Okay, get me a fork. Let's grab a fork here. Right, squash. Right, let's put some salt. Let's use vegetable oil. Right. Let's put a tablespoon here for now. I'm going to put two.
2 tablespoons.
Right. Just mix this boiled egg yolks, or boiled egg, but just the yolk here. The white is gone into the salad. A bit more.
So that's
Yeah,
2.5 tablespoons.
Yeah, 2.5. It's like a paste now. Now we take the vinegar. We'll start with 1, 2, 3 tablespoons for now. My ratio is this: 1 part vinegar, 2 part water. So we put 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So we go, okay, this is going to be awkward, eh?
Yeah.
Put in that little jug there. Right, check at this. Okay, so 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Now we check this out. Right, so a little taste. Beautiful, man. I'm happy with that. Where's the garlic? Let's put a dash of garlic in here. Let's put a dash of garlic. Just a little bit of garlic, don't put too much. It's basically half a teaspoon. And
Might need a little bit more salt.
okay,
A touch.
that's why we have to taste. That's okay. You can always add on. Right. Let's get a little, say 1 tablespoon of mayo, eh?
Put it in here.
And there you go. Check at this. But to mix it properly, I'm going to grab one of your little whisk here, a little miniature one. And I've got no gloves because this is for us. We're not serving this to the public.
No.
No. Come have another taste.
No, put it in here. Okay.
Now we're going to chuck this in. And I mean, it doesn't have to be just this salad. You can make jars of this at home, keep it in a jar, and you've got salad dressing.
Raw.
Yeah, right. Okay, after this, we're going to make some vegetable pickles.
Yes.
Okay, in she goes. Have some, eh? Well, there's plenty here. Just nice.
Hi guys, today we're going to make, as Alan said earlier, we're going to make Mauritian pickle. Just to let you know, this is for home use, it's not to sell. I've made this for years and years and years. Actually with my dear sister-in-law. It's our recipe virtually. We made it from when our mothers taught us when we were young, and we've just continued the tradition. It's not probably what you'd see on a recipe, but it works for us. We love it, my family loves it, my children love it, and my daughter-in-law loves it. So here we go. So right here I've already cut, washed, dried. Very important for the vegetables to be dry. They must not be wet. Mustn't have any water in your pickles when it's cooked. So here we have 380 grams of green beans. Also very important, I don't use any frozen vegetables. I don't know if I've mentioned this, it's all fresh. So 380 green beans, 1 whole cauliflower, but it's got to be a biggish one, not a small one.
That's cabbage.
Oh sorry, here's the cauliflower, you see what I mean?
Okay.
And onion, already cut and prepared. I have here about 500. I mean, if you don't like onions, you can go 450 grams, 400 grams. It also depends on taste.
Yeah, this recipe,
This is our,
I think as long as you've got
these
more or less
vegetables,
equal amounts of veggies.
Correct, but just to give you a guideline, this is what I never measure, so I've had to do all this measuring, especially for this video. And chilies, I've got about 10 here. They're very, very hot. That's also up to taste. You can leave the chilies out completely. And if you like chilies, you can put more. So that's entirely up to you. Carrots, I have here about 300 grams. I think it was about 4 carrots, which we cut up and, you know, cut small pieces or bite size. And cabbage, I think I've already said cabbage is 500 grams. And of course, ginger and garlic, extremely important. I've got 35 grams of fresh garlic, which we blend our garlic ourselves, yeah? And there's 30 grams of ginger. Again, it's fresh, not from a bottle. And in here, I have 3 tablespoons of turmeric powder, 1 cup of white vinegar, and 4 teaspoons of salt. The salt I will adjust a little bit later. I'll taste it, and you will do the same thing. If it's too salty, you put less. If you need more salt, you'll add. And then I have, in my big pot, I have 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, which I'm going to use to put all this together. And now I'm going to go outside and I'm going to start frying. Okay. We warm the oil up a little bit. It's very important not to burn the onions. We've got to fry it slowly. It's got to be sort of transparent and not brown. And we fry that slowly. Okay, so now my onions and chilies have been sort of frying, not really on high. It mustn't burn, it mustn't stick. Now I'm going to add what we call mustard seeds, and so 1 tablespoon. I never put a lot of that, and I let that fry a little bit. Also, I wanted to mention, usually I use white onion, but the market at Goodlands today didn't have, so I had to settle for the red one. So that's cooking a little bit. Now I'm going to add my ginger and garlic. Fry a little bit. I mean, if you don't like ginger and garlic, you could leave it out, but your pickles, your achar, will definitely not have the same taste, in my view. Let that fry. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the onions did fry for about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so in here I have my turmeric, my salt, and my white vinegar. And now I'm going to pour that in. And then I will let that fry for another minute or so. Now I add my vegetables. Alright, now we're just going to mix all of this. So now that everything is mixed, I mix it, that all the vegetables are in, I'm going to give it a good mix. and just leave it to cook on very, very low heat for about 10 minutes. I might add a little bit more oil. I will make that call in a few minutes, and if I do, we're going to adjust the recipe so that should anybody want to make this, they can do it as well. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the pickles are ready. They're cooked for approximately 10 to 12 minutes on very, very low heat. We like it, my family like it nice and crunchy. So you could probably cook it a bit longer, but I don't know, I wouldn't advise you to. Now I'm going to put them in here, and I'm going to explain why. Because there is oil in here. So I want to actually transfer it into this so that all the oil can drain to the bottom container, and then I will fill my jars and we'll show you how that's done. Okay guys, now I'm going to spoon some in here.
Well, not all of it, isn't it?
All of it really, yeah, but and so that the oil drains. The oil that's draining, I'm actually going to top up my filled jars, because the oil and the vinegar that's mixed at the bottom helps to preserve your pickles. If you just put a little bit on top, and keeps it fresh for a long time. You can keep this in your fridge. We certainly have had it in our fridge for 2 months. As long as you use clean spoons and your oil is always topped, your pickles will last for a long time. Okay guys, so now I've filled up my bottles. As I say, this is not for sale, this is for home use. And however, I did boil these bottles, sterilize them, and let them dry, and I fill them up. And what I like to do is actually push the pickles in so I don't have any gaps, so it fills the bottle very nicely. And then what I'm going to do now is I'll press it down like so. And then I remove my little elastic. I just do that because I don't like the jars to get very full of So now I've got 3 nice jars. My family are going to be so happy. We eat this with quite a lot of things. I like to just make sure my jars are nice and clean. So now, as I said, the oil that I got from draining the actual pickles I keep, and now I'm going to fill this up, because obviously I'm not going to be eating 3 jars. Oh, knew that would happen, didn't I? All at once. So what I like to do is fill my jars, the top, just cover it with the same oil. And now, if you don't have any oil, which I'll be very surprised from cooking, you can also use fresh oil. So therefore, when you've opened a jar and you've mixed the oil in, or removed it if you don't want it, and to keep it preserved, just cover it with some fresh oil. And it's always best, this is what we do, it's always best to keep this for at least a day or 2 before you actually use it in the fridge, because it actually almost marinates it. I don't know. Pickles will last 2 or 3 days, even a week in the fridge.